Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm building another build inspired by a painting that the Sims can paint when they are pursuing like the painting skill, and I put it in the corner so you can actually look at it and know what is inspired by what. I will also explain what I thought about when I did the different layout options and color choices and so on. So yeah, it's not going to be totally without any explanation. And yeah, as you can see, I did like the general layout, and I decided that I would make a nightclub out of it because, as you can see, the painting is really dark and almost completely black, just a few colors with those hot air balloons. So I decided that some of the shapes of the balloons and also the colors would be the inspiration for the different shapes and colors that I used. So for example, those rounded counters I use because one of the balloons has like a scallop pattern almost, and I thought that would mimic it quite well. So that is one inspiration that I had. Then another balloon has like those swirly stripes essentially, and later I will incorporate that in the flooring as like lighting, and I thought that was a really cool idea, but it took a lot of time, as you will see later. Then the third hot air balloon that we can see has like those straight stripes with partitions essentially, and I thought I would just mimic that with the windows that I will put in later. And otherwise I decided just the colors would be relevant in a sense. As you can see, I put in the red cabinets and counters, and I also used some yellow for the lighting glasses, or glasses that mimic lighting. I don't know what I would call them otherwise. And in general, later and also right now, I use a lot of black because, of course, the whole painting is black, and I decided that it would make sense to have that there. And yeah, now I'm just fulfilling some more requirements with the stereos, and then I moved on to the waste bucket, and then I had fulfilled everything, so I moved on to the roof. I wanted a flat roof just because it didn't make sense to do anything else. And then I also did the fence in a sense. It's just a half wall, not a real fence, but I thought a half wall made more sense. And here you can see me putting down the windows. I didn't want to put down too many windows just because it doesn't really make sense with the nightclub vibe. So yeah, that was the reason why I didn't want to put down too many, but I wanted a few just to mimic that hot air balloon in the painting. Then I put down some benches outside, and as you can see, I also put down some tables just to have that covered as well. So there's just different options and it's not as boring. And you can see here that I used black brick almost everywhere, and like black stairs and fences for the stairs, just because I thought that made the most sense. I also used black for the floor, so black concrete, and I thought about making the dance floor with that checkered pattern, but then I remembered that I wanted to use lights to mimic that one balloon or the pattern on the balloon, and I thought, okay, the pattern on the floor and the pattern on the balloon would be a little bit too much, so I abandoned that idea and went back to the lights. And as you can see here, I'm doing the lights, And yeah, it is a little bit of a struggle to make it look nice because I wanted it to follow like a specific line and not look too like out of place. But of course, it's not a straight line on the balloon, so I couldn't really put it on the grid totally. So yeah, that was a little bit difficult. But I tried to mimic it as close as possible. And also on the hot air balloon in the picture, as you can see, there are 4 stripes. But in the end, I decided that 4 was a little bit too much just because of the way the floor was, and I decided to just do 3 stripes. But I think that it looks quite cool as like a pattern on the floor, and I think that when I do another nightclub, maybe I will also use that as like the option for the floor and like the lighting option, because I think it looks really cool and makes it look really interesting. I also, as you can see in the corner here now, I put the painting as like an accent piece on one of the walls, just so you can actually see it, and I think it looks really cool, so yeah, I decided to put it there. Sadly, I noticed that it like poked out of the other side of the wall, so I decided that I would make it smaller so it didn't do that and just use 3 of them. And here you can see me putting down some more lights. I also changed the brightness and the color later, just so it matches the painting better. But now I'm just doing some decorations because I thought that was needed, especially in the bar area. That area was quite bland before, so I decided to put down those shelves with the bottles there and some other decoration. And in general, I put down some plants as well, so it looks better. In general, I really like plants as decorations, just because I think it brings everything together. It makes it look less boring oftentimes. And as you can see, I put down a lot of them in like various spaces on the tables and in the bathroom as well, just so there would be something there. And then I also supported the balcony that I had. I had forgotten that beforehand, but yeah, I remedied that. And then I put down another painting in the bar area, and I was finished after that, basically. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!